Okay, and this is part two. This is part two of two. So I'm gonna try to keep this one short. So the way to expand on it and just make you see it is like I'm not saying people in the top are not real bosses, but a real boss. Yeah, I'm not saying a real boss has to hire everyone they meet. Some people may not like you. Some people may like you, but don't think you're right. They don't have to tell you that. They don't. I know people don't owe me shit. They don't owe you shit. Sometimes they don't even owe themselves shit, but maybe they think they don't, but maybe they do. I ain't a judge of that. Can't be, but you know what I mean. This whatever you feels right is what you feels right. But a real boss will say, "Cool." Obviously, they can't. The internet has made. I agree with people when they say the internet gave us too many options because one person cannot give a job opportunity or a business venture, partnership, whatever you look at, to 100,000 people unless they're like Apple, or unless they're the giant business. Yeah. So, what am I saying? But a real boss, obviously, a real boss that tells you drive, go drive your own car, go drive your own business. Before you've ever sat in a passenger seat, a real boss will say, "Here, take my car, drive." I'm not saying take that business, and maybe like give you a piece, an insight. Here, take my car. So now let's talk about a rally car. You see, a rally car is when they drive, like through deserts, through cities, trying to get from the start to the finish the fastest. They take breaks every few days or whatever, and then go again the next day to get across that piece of land. Whoever does it fastest to get points after each thing. Like world's strongest man, like athletes. Each competition, each race, you get your points. At the end of the thing, you're on a podium or you're not, or you're crashed in a ditch. Okay, rally cars. They have a passenger, who tells them, gear, this is the best gear, or the tightness of the corner by a number. Hard right, the hard left, the hairpin turn. Some of you know rally, know what I'm talking about. So a boss will say, let's say you first start rally driving and you have let's not put anyone in a category. You might want to be the driver of the rally car, the passenger. You might want to be the mechanic, but let's talk about the driver and the passenger. The driver's going to say, and I'm just making this up because the driver might not say this, but this is what I would say. If I was the driver, I would say, I'll do one of two things. I'll say, I'll tell the passenger, if I was a driver, I'll tell the passenger, jump in the driving seat, close your eyes. I'm gonna jump in the passenger seat and drive with your eyes closed in an open space and nothing to crash into, for a big open space. Drive the car. Yeah? Cool. Drive the car. Go on, drive it. Have it inside. See if you want this, or if you feel like you need to build from a passenger's level. And sometimes the rally drivers, I know the rally drivers already know that course. They might have done it before. They might have went and seen it and drove down it in a normal car first, or in the same rally car but at a slower speed to get a feel and learn it. But if you're doing 100 different tracks per year, I don't know if they do that many, but if they do 100, but let's just say, for argument's sake, 100. You think you're gonna, unless your memory is very good, you're not gonna remember every single corner going at whatever fucking stupid speed as you're drifting. So I don't know how some of these people, unless they do, they must have photographic memory. Every single one of them must do. But let's say you don't. You're that one rally driver, or 10 or hundreds of the rally drivers who don't have this special ability, and you need the passenger. Because you can't remember all the course, but once they tell you, you can still drift it out. The fastest. Don't matter what your mental level is, it's about your physical ability in certain sports. And your reactions and shit. Doesn't mean you have to have a good memory with the right passenger. But anyway, let's get to the point. So I'm going to tell, we're starting learning rally for the first time. I need to trust my passenger. Jump in the driver's seat, drive. You drive. Close your eyes and drive in an open space. You're either going to panic, or you're just going to be driving straight the whole time, or going around in circles. But then I'll say, cool, keep your eyes closed. Let's start here again. I'm going to tell you, gear 1, gear 2, hard right, take a right here. Okay, in 100 yards, zoom, hairpin, U-turn, circle, whatever. I know that's not the correct terminology, but I'm just saying. Then you're going to be like, oh shit, now I can drive with my eyes closed. So the point is, that's what a real boss would do. They will give you an insight. They can't just tell you to drive. And they can't just tell you to copy them. Because if you want to work with them, or you want their job one day, you're going to have to know how to do some other things that you don't see in front of the camera. Or you don't see it after, you just see them wearing a Rolex. They're wearing a Rolex in a post and you drive. They could have 100 workers. 100 people saying hard left, boom, gear free, dump, brake hard here, handbrake turn. You know what I mean? Winding road. Do you know what I'm saying? A hard fucking straight right and a straight left. So you're drifting now. There's no time to stop and hesitate and think at that point. They can't just tell you to drive. You might go kill someone, you might go kill yourself. You might go kill your passenger. Because you might think you're a driver and you're not, and your passenger might think they're a passenger and they're not. So you just jumped in a whip, you're both dead. So you both killed each other. And that's rally. That's drive. So you have to let someone give you an insight. You have to get knowledge. It's not just I want to be a boss, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes. Yeah, that's a great mindset. You will be, but you will find. Show me one boss who done it by themselves, drive your own car, and they did that. They lived that life. I applaud them, but show me them say they wasn't passenger. To learn your knowledge, you have to be passenger in someone else's car. You have to get a job, or you have to get the knowledge from someone else. So you have to be the worker. Grinding out for that knowledge is like having a job with someone. So either way, you're not a boss until you have worked.